But I also wanted to shout out to Club Shay Shay. I saw a Club Shay Shay video. Club Shay Shay. That was a great interview with Javale McGee and his mother. Um, I think that shows what that mama's cooking is and what I was talking about. That's a real woman, and she stepped out there like a woman is supposed to do when you come a fucking with their son. And that young man got some unfair treatment because they don't understand. There is no bloopers reel of these white males like that. And I hate to make it about race, but almost everything we do is about money first, and it's about imagery. Um, it makes people a lot of money to have black males think that even the successful ones never really, you shouldn't look up to them. They create narratives and call you names like Bust or JaVale McGee. How can he do a camp from his hometown and inspire kids when you see every other week it's on this white man's show, which Shaq may or may not know that he was doing? He's getting paid a lot of money, but this white TV show is showing this black man only in his worst moments and for kids to laugh at. Somehow this man can inspire some black kid from his neighborhood, but if he's looking at blooper reels of him, he's not going to want to hear what he has to say. So you kind of separating this man from his people, because to the people that he's from and the people that he touched, he's a hero. So you cannot do what these white boys want you to do on TV and keep picking that scab at these black players, because it's about each one teach one. And how, like I said, how can he go to his local recreation department? Those kids will probably be laughing because they watch these shows. And we have a responsibility. They don't do that to our white counterparts. Never. It's just us. We love the joke. So as soon as one of us start making some money, he's open to every joke possible. And money is supposed to make that change or something. A black man that has made it to where JaVale McGee, myself, and a lot of these men have made it, football, baseball, whatever, you had to persevere through a lot. That should be praised. It ain't about them white boy tactics and them saying, oh, well, it's just the game and we're just critiquing the game. No, you're not. You're destroying a man's legacy. You're destroying the way this man can impact the next child that look up to him. Those are more than analytics, what you guys are doing. And it's high time that shit stop. You show me the couple white players. Show me the reel of Adam Morrison. Show me the reel of Brian Cardinal. Show me the reel of these white players that you guys lame bash and do this shit to, that you're doing to all these black players. Show it to me. And then we can see if it's a little bit balanced. Because it's not. But it's all about who we like. So the players that we like can say whatever about. They don't have to be connected to nothing. They don't have to understand that we all black. You're doing this in front of a white media. They don't have to be connected to nothing. They could just make jokes and say it's just about the game. That ain't about no damn game. And it's not a game when you do a man like that. No man should ever try to make another man look weak. Every pimp or every whoever know that. When you make a man look weak in front of a woman, in front of his peers, you know what that does to that man. It devalues that man. And you guys know that. That's why they only do it to the black men. That's why you only see these guys put a reel up of black people, and then they have a white guy, then they have Stephen A. The white guy's more reserved. He's talking with more common sense. Stephen A is wild, off the cuff, can do anything he want to say, and especially towards a black male. The one time he said something about a black woman, they kicked his drawers in his ass, and he came back like a good little boy. Black males have been the whipping boys of society long enough. It's too many great black males out here for you to keep kicking us in our ass for no reason. Heterosexual men that I was raised up around, dress wasn't even in the conversation. Matter of fact, you might have got your ass whipped. some of the men. Matter of fact, I know you would have got your ass whipped. The men I grew up around, you asked them to put on a dress. Your ass gonna get whipped. And so I'm just, now that they're not whipping ass for saying that, I still don't understand why are we so far removed from heterosexual men being able to say that that's not what we do. So I don't get it. If it's not an agenda, somebody please tell me, why are heterosexual men so afraid to say, no, we as heterosexuals don't do that? Yeah. If you want to wear this nice ass dress or kilt or whatever it is, put it on the beautiful people who wear those. I told you, my cousin, I just seen him on Miko Live. He was just over there tearing it up. He would love to get an opportunity to be proud of his gender or his identity and be able to wear that type of dress and be able to rip the runway. Why are you using heterosexual men for that if it's not a benefit to both parties? Anything that you do is going to be a benefit to both parties. Russ is getting something out of that. These people that's putting him in that dress are getting something out of that. And I believe it's your children. It's your children's mind to say, oh, the same way they wanted to wear that wristband, the Allen Iverson shoes or Jordans, his shoes, they're going to want to do what said celebrity is doing. So let's hear Pierre's response, because he didn't answer none of my questions. I put it in a joking format because I like to joke. But you said, have teachable moments with your kids. And I just thought that would be very hard for parents to do. And I asked you to tell us what you wanted us to say. And you didn't respond to that. Because I'm sure myself and a lot of other parents would love to know what you have to say and what advice you would give, since you know everything. Shout out to my boy Self Talk. Shout out to Self Talk News. Definitely shout out to Carcino. Ticket TV. Gravity Takeout, Forgotten Kings, and the guys. So many others. I didn't shout out Z Banger, but there's so many people that I shout out. I have a whole shout out day. But I want to see all of you eat, whether you're a detractor or not. As long as you ain't bringing my family members, my mama up, I want to see everybody eat. Because at the end of the day, it's about we the people. It ain't about, all that other crazy stuff. It's about the people. So let's see what this guy had to say in response.
Last Tuesday on the Comedy Hype News Show, our analysts discussed former basketball player Kwame Brown's thoughts on Russell Westbrook's attire that was a part of a photo shoot. Brown's main argument was that some Black men in Hollywood seem to wear dresses and purses to fit in with the new status quo, and the choice to do so doesn't seem to be authentic. Some of our viewers agree with Brown's sentiments, while others had a difference of opinion. Well, last night, Brown went live on his YouTube channel to address the comments made on the show. Today, we have our Comedy Hype analysts, Vanessa Fraction and Capone, calling in with Pierre in the studio to respond back to Kwame Brown's argument regarding heterosexual men wearing dresses in show business. So let's take a look at this clip.
Please tell me, your next video, I want you to react to this, because I know you're a weak weasel, and I know you're not going to actually talk about any of the talking points that I actually said, because you're going to always try to make... And it seemed like everybody who clip up the talking points, other than a few, Z Banger did a great job. Most people want to highlight the parts where I'm, just going in and telling the jokes, but they want to make it seem aggressive. So they're clipping up things and having these guys respond to a clip. I challenge some of these people. I know you can't watch the entire thing, but I challenge you to show them more of what I was saying. Because Capone was a little confused, and he gave a response based on a man worrying about another man in a dress. And he gave his response based on that. But after he saw the full context of what I was saying, he ended up giving a real opinion based on the full information. And that's what the media is doing a very crappy job of. They've taught people to judge somebody off of a couple-minute clip that they frame, and you can make anybody look a certain way. Even if they're saying something and they're not cursing, they're not whatever. If you stop the context of what they're saying, you can change the whole sentence. And that's not fair to the person who's trying to relay a message. So if you guys are going to be giving reaction videos and critiquing, make sure the people who are on the panel that are talking, make sure they're well versed and abreast to the situation and not just looking at a clip, because you guys can be harmful to a person. If somebody who is gay and that's listening to your platform, and you have a man that's bringing up gay people and saying, "Oh, that don't make somebody gay," and this and that, and you're saying that with over 500,000 subscribers, when I never mentioned anything about gay people, that's kind of irresponsible. And that's why I know he's a weak weasel, because he does those Charlemagne the God tactics, that lesser charge some bitch, where they just make these assertions out to the fans that only watch them. And the fans that only watch you just heard you pretend or try to make a point like I was talking about homosexual people. No, 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 no. We're talking about heterosexual black men who are married to black women, and they're putting on dresses, and I'm confused why. You mean to tell me I can't ask a question without you demonizing or twisting words or trying to make it about a whole sex or a whole group of people? This is one person that claimed to be a heterosexual, and I'm a heterosexual. I should be able to ask one man to another without going viral, what the hell are you doing in a dress? You have kids looking up to you. If you are gay, then cool. Come out as gay, because guess what? You have kids looking up to you. You may inspire that little gay kid that's afraid to come out, and he looks at you as a hero. But what you should not be doing is confusing heterosexual little boys that look up to you, and now every other goddamn time they see you in a dress or carrying a man bag or a purse. That's confusing, sir. And that's what we need to get back to, real conversations without demonizing the person who's asking a question. If you will, please.
Me seem a certain way, you're always going to try to make me seem like I'm speaking for thug niggas and all this other stuff. Instead of
no, they ain't never too old to bite it. They always bite it.
To answer questions. That why is this young man been sent to schools? Why are all our black male strong celebrities who are married to black women, why are they made to look effeminate? Why are they in dresses? Why can't they be in suits and ties like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and all these other white counterparts that don't have to look like weak, emasculated males for some fashion of some white boy that come and say, "Hey, put this on. I think you'll look good in it."
Now I want to break these down to give you the opportunity to
Oh my goo-goo. Lord have
one.
mercy.
Is there anything that you'd like?
Boy, that your lip gloss is popping. I'm talking about, man. Nice jawline, them glasses, sexy. I'm talking about, ooh, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, I'm a fan. I don't see no wedding ring. Yes, yes, yes. You got that melanin going good. I'm a fan. Your edge is popping. Yes, yes, yes. I'm a fan. Oh, sorry. I almost acted like I was by myself.
Yeah, it's fine. Back to that.
Yeah, I feel his pain. You know, I do feel his pain, but it's fashion. First of all, he said, why do like all men, black men who are married to women, gotta wear that kind of stuff? First of all men don't. There are many men who wear suits. However you want, traditional male suits. Many men. And many football players wear suits to the game. He's picking out a couple of people who are fashion forward kind of individuals who wear crazy stuff, wear stuff that we're not in the norm. And he's getting on them as if they're all the men in the
No, sir. I'm not picking out certain men. The powers that be, in my opinion, are picking out certain men, i.e. our top basketball players, our superstars, our celebrities that are of the upper echelon. Brother LeBron has worn a purse and a dress. Russell Westbrook averaged a damn triple-double, which is like almost nobody can do that. He's in an elite class of damn near his own. And he's on a heterosexual man in a dress. They're picking specific type of men. What would make a man as big as Terry Crews allow a man to rub on his penis, a white man, but then threaten the black man that just say something about it? What would make him, what would take a bite out of a man to make him do that? Company policy, a job? He talked about it. In his words, I think, allegedly, I snapped. He said he was afraid to look a certain way. So fear is controlling these men. A big linebacker, weight-eating motherfucker sat there and did nothing when a man rubbed his genitalia. But then you got to look at it. Almost every movie he plays in, he's playing some guy who's pretending to be a little homosexual, a majority of his movies. He's dancing, he's gyrating, he's half naked. He said, Tupac, Tupac, Tupac. God damn, you fine. Yeah, he said that in a movie. And then in White Chicks, when he found out the white chick was a black man, he was only mad that he was black and not white. See, it's all these imagery and these things that we're seeing. Now, this is a big, strong, heterosexual man that's married to a Christian pastor. But every role he playing is allegedly a homosexual type of role. And now he can't mentally wrap his mind around defending himself when someone sexually assault him because of a job, because of his position in life. But you want to tell me I'm crazy? Since when do men start worrying about positions in life and jobs and all that shit when you offend a man and you go past man law and heterosexual law? We're not talking about all this other shit. There's certain things you do as a man that no, we're not going to understand it. We don't give a fuck about no job. We'll figure that shit out on the back end. You did this, and that's all I can focus on right now. Now come here. That's it. That's how men normally work. Now, I don't know this new shit, and I'm just confused by it. So that's why I'm just asking a couple questions. I'm a dumb, busted bus, okay? I agree with you. I'm dumb, and things look foreign to me. It's like I'm in a new world. Now, I just want to know what the hell is going on. And boy, them lip gloss is popping, Lord. Eat-a-dee. Yes. I'm talking about man.
United States or in the entertainment business. Maybe you might want to check your channel, your TV. I don't know what channel you're watching. Maybe go off of a logo, maybe, and go on another channel and see what it is. But I see plenty of men wearing suits and so forth. So no, I don't see that.
Look how condescending he talking to me. Get off the other channel. You only got one channel. Go out, get off a logo. I don't even watch TV, you stupid son of a bitch. I got cable when football season came around. I like football, motherfucker. You don't even know me. You just make up all this shit. You's a lady man ass motherfucker.
As being correct in his statement. Yes, there are guys, like you say, who are fashion forward, and like a James Harden, who's the guy, Russell Westbrook. Yeah, again, it's their lane. It's their lane. So
now I want to take a look at another clip where he also says a couple things. I want to use the opportunity to respond. Let's take a look.
Yes.
Black men are just thugs and all this shit. That's who not wearing the dresses. What was your fucking point? My point was very clear. No heterosexual man that I raised up around wore dresses and carried purses like all of our black celebrity males seem to have to do, which I think, in my opinion, that it's a ritual that you know all too well about, sir, because I can hear the aggression coming from you. You inserting all these things that I did not say. You calling me crazy, a stupid motherfucker over an opinion? Who hurt you, boy?
Now I'll bring it right back to you, Pierre. What are your thoughts on that?
Get over my hurt. Somebody hurt me. Let's talk about.
Even your co-hosts know your shit lame. Gotta get over my hurt. Bitch, you are hurt. You was yelling at a man that you just asked to come to your show the last time I went viral, like 3 months ago. And then you come out there all like a scorned bitch and talking about, what's his name? Come on, man. You need to cut your stuff. I know you hurt, boy. If you sit down on the couch, I can talk to you, boy. There's something going on in you, boy. You hurt, man. It's okay, though.
A couple of things he said. One, he was saying how people are, again, he's talking about celebrities wearing these crazy clothes and so forth. Times have changed. Like, you're right. I never grew up around men who wore dresses. I grew up, around a family who didn't do that. It is what it is. My people in my hood in D.C. and Maryland didn't do that either. But those are different times. I remember a time you had to be dressed up to go to church. Now they take it anywhere you want. Things change in this world. Fashions change. People's feelings is getting wider and wider. We're opening the world up to different things. We're not around the same little box that we grew up with. Now we see stuff in Asia, we see Europe, we see everything, we see different things. Now we have different choices. We have the right to pick a different choice of how I want to dress from when I grew up. Those times are back then. It's fine if you want to live back then, but some people want to move forward. And you have to give them a right to move forward. Kwame?
So now I'm taking away people's rights. So your excuse is things are changing and things are moving forward. Is it moving for the better or for the worse? Because all I hear is women complaining about men not being men, and there's two ladies in a relationship, even if they claim to be heterosexual. Most of you metro men are crying on the couch with your women, expecting them to figure the shit out instead of you getting up off your ass and you doing it. So the women don't even like you. Men, real men, you are foreign to. So what are you talking about, sir? It's not changing for the better. Numbers show that men were stronger. They were harder fighters, harder workers, everything back then. So this shit ain't working, sir. This shit ain't working, buddy. They keep sending all these ladies all at the busty bus. I know, boy, I'm scared as hell, though, but I keep flirting. I wish I can find me one or two cool, or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 cool ones. 5 or 6 cool ones, and then I can be okay. But a busted bus scared the bus, so I just be flirting. This is my pastime to flirt. Yeah. But this guy here, somebody say I'm back at 4K subs. Oh, I don't know. Boy, don't tell them, because YouTube about to get pissed off now, boy. Lord have mercy. Allegedly, I think. But shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the old subscribers, the we the people. And let's keep kicking draws, and you know what? Just to kick the draws and asses channel over here.
I mean, you got to give them a right to move forward, brother. If that's what they want to do, and if you're so worried about, you keep bringing up racism, like everything's about my white father, white this, white black. You're a lot of racism, brother. You're a lot of racism.
Look at you, boy. You just turned into your white granddad. A lot of racism, boy. God damn. Look like some backer was about to drip out your mouth. You just sound just like one of them motherfuckers I used to run from back in the day. Damn. The hell wrong with you, boy? Look at him. How the hell? First of all, Pierre, if you didn't know, I'm a black male. I'm a black person. So by definition, I can't be racist. So not only by definition, you're wrong. You're just a weak weasel because you keep dancing around all the talking points, sir. What's wrong with you? What? Weak. He did? No. Michael ain't wear no dress, did he? I didn't know that. That's news to me. His white grandma give her hat. Boy, you done turned into your white grandma. Boy, your new name is Karen, not Pierre, because you've been whining this whole goddamn time. All you do is whine. You ain't no damn man. How the fuck you a man and you can't come to terms with what somebody's saying? You can't agree with. You can't find the through line at all in the conversation. You got to say, oh, no, I didn't see no man growing up with dresses. But like, at least I can respect the brother Capone, because once he got more information, he's not agreeing with me. He's agreeing with the fact that there used to be a separation from the things that you did around kids. Adults are going to do things, good or bad. And it's things that kids did not get to see. When adults were doing bad things in adult time, there was a thing called adult time. You did not involve kids in it. There are no perfect adults. There are no perfect people. But you have to separate that from your children. But now it seems we keep blending everything in. You get it now? No, you probably still don't get it. You just want a job. You're going to be starring in a new movie in a mini goddamn skirt. I hope they put you in a tight ass mini skirt with the smallest thong, since you want to sit up here and goddamn say that's what heterosexual men do. I hope, you stealing jobs, first of all, from gay people. I think that's my opinion. You stealing their job, because you should be able to be funny without putting on and pretending to be gay. That job should go to someone who's gay, in my opinion. But, you can pretend like you helping out the gays by taking their jobs while you're heterosexual playing gay. But I think, though, like I said, those jobs should go to gay people. But the next movie that you're in, I hope they give you a medium or a small thong, a mini skirt with some high heels that's so skinny, one of your parts, the heel break, and you fall and hit your goddamn head. Stupid son of a bitch.
Who hurt you?
Who hurt you?
But yeah, I would like to tell him, man, brother, times have changed, man. And it ain't all men. You keep wanting to bundle around, all men do this. All men don't do that. All men don't wear dresses or whatever. Particular ones do.
Now, before moving into the next clip, Vanessa, I do want to throw the ball to you to give you the opportunity to respond. Just your thoughts on seeing that, or even answering the question, you growing up, because I know you were able to, understand Brown's sentiment. So, in your growing up, did you see people wear dresses and things like that? So I want to give you that opportunity as well.
Well, I have, in my addressing it, I would say that I have two grown children. My son is 23 and my daughter is 21. And there were a lot of things that I had to explain to them as children, and as this world continues to change, as Pierre said. Yes, I grew up in church. Most people around me, men wore pants, women wore, whatever they wanted. So no, men didn't wear dresses around when I was not frequently when I was growing up. But again, in teaching my children, because he said, what do you tell them? A lot of times I tell them to look, check within and check the type of person that someone is, not what they look like, not what they have on, you know what I mean? And have tolerance for something for things that you may not understand. It might be something that you don't choose to do, because I want you to do what is comfortable.
Look at him, pay attention, motherfucker.
You don't have to judge others for what they choose to do, and to know that there's a time and a place, and also a place of maturity for you to be able to experience certain things. So when things are over sexual, whether it be a Little Nas X, or whether it be women or that are saying certain things, or men in the entertainment industry that are very sex forward and exploitive of things, including drugs and guns and so forth. These are the things that I say, you're not ready for that. When you get older and you feel like you can process it, and that's what you want to listen to, and that's what you want to watch, you can do that as an adult. But as I'm trying to guide you, I would prefer that you keep your mind free of those kinds of things, until I feel like you're able to process them better. So it's a lot of conversations that you have to have surrounding things that you don't understand. But again, that's just part of parenting.
And let me say something. I'm glad you said one more point. I can see his frustration, because he said something that sparked something. He said, what do I tell my kids?
Sir, here's where you go trying to make a point when you're very stupid, sir. You forgot that self-talk put your video up first, boy. And I came in crying and laughing, sir. And in that video, you came out your mouth and said, have teachable moments with your kids about what they're seeing and what's going on. So I made the joke based off of what you said, because what they're seeing is little boys or young men saying that they're pregnant and having babies and sliding down to the devil's ding dong. So I made jokes about it, and you won't sit up here and answer these questions. You're trying to deflect to your audience to make it seem like I don't know how to talk to my children. What I'm saying, sir, is that our children should not even be seeing things like that for it to even be discussed. Do you understand that? Or are you going to try to weasel your way around that with that big ass cartilage nose you got, boy? Them Dumbo ears. Potato head looking motherfucker, you. I can't stand weak ass weasels that got to lie like that to make a point. You can't take a man's words and use what he say. You're going to use that bullshit tactic. Man, I have no patience for the weak Ooh. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. It's sad what some of us men have become.
Some form of that. What do I tell my kids? See, he doesn't know how to explain to his kid how this world is, so he has a fear, and so he'd rather get away from it, get everything, get away, opposed to find a way to discuss those things with kids. You have kids
who dropped that
kids learn
Instagram?
about a lot of stuff. They have computers. They're going to see a lot of things online. So yes, maybe that's your fear. Maybe you should find a way to explain. Talk to someone who says, how do you explain to your kids this? You know, how life is, how things are different than when I grew up. Not in the same block of your hood, whatever neighborhood you grew up. You said Geechee in South Carolina. Maybe these kids now are they're much advanced. You weren't on a computer at 3 and 4 years old. Kids are now 3 or 4 years old. So parents got to get ready and start learning how to talk to their children about stuff that they're worried about. And that fear cannot be, I don't want to see it. That ain't gonna work, because the real world gonna teach them, and then that's a lot worse.
So that's the real world, putting Lil Nas X videos up under baby videos, and their plausible deniability is, oh, well, it's just that because you looked up the baby title. I don't want to hear that shit. YouTube is so smart with their algorithms. It's certain words that they flag. They know that this video has nudity in it, so it should have never been placed where it was. Mighty funny, as soon as I played that and Straight Talk discovered it, and we played it on here, it was changed right after that. So this shit is sad what they're actually doing and getting away with. And they use weasels like this.
You're trying to help them out. They're your child. Remember, they're your child. They're not my kids. Don't ask me to raise your child. Don't ask Russell Westbrook to raise your child. It's your child. You raise it, or you raise her. Okay? So don't ask us to do it. It ain't my responsibility. You had the child, so you work with that situation.
Appreciate all the super
Kwame
chats.
did mention some things about you as well, so I want to give you the opportunity to respond to that. Is there anything in particular that you want to say or that you want to touch on?
I wish he wouldn't have mentioned.
Appreciate everybody sending super chat.
Yeah, but he brought me
Hit that like.
And I think my misunderstanding was, first of all, he didn't say nothing about the kids when he was speaking about it. So for him to bring about the kids later on, that was kind of like, I didn't like it. But I really like the dude. He's entertaining,
and that's what I meant earlier when I said clips. They showed this man a clip where he didn't see where I was speaking about kids. I didn't just bring this up. So I respect what he's saying actually now. So this is why you show people the full scope of what someone is trying to say instead of just showing them clips.
I don't backpedal for nobody. And so what I said, pretty much what I agreed with Pierre was, because I don't usually agree with Pierre, was that homie,
shout out to you, brother.
Let him wear his dress. Why is it bothering him so much? But when you look at the point that he's making about the kids, now that's a whole different story. I agree about that. So he didn't say much about me. He said he liked my movies. I got a couple of more coming, so hopefully maybe we'll watch them together or something. He cool with me. He's a street dude just like I am.
Now, he would then go on to address a couple things. And Vanessa, when he did speak about you, he was just, bigging you up pretty much for being able to articulate his sentiments. So I want to make sure I give you the opportunity as well to respond to that.
I appreciate his comments. They were kind. I appreciate that. I will start by saying, just responding to all of this back and forth, is that Pierre, you were rude first. Like, you were like calling names and all this back and forth name calling and all that stuff is where I feel like
she was so honest. Watch this.
Bigging you up.
I appreciate his comments. They were kind. I appreciate that. I will start by saying, just responding to all of this back and forth, is that Pierre, you were rude first. Like, you were like calling names and all this back and forth name calling and all that stuff is where I feel like it gets a little bit, carried away. I don't know. I guess it's all in good fun or in entertainment or what have you, but we can articulate our points without name calling. We can and should articulate our points without having to raise our voices and so forth. So I think that is a teachable moment for us all. Another one is that my name is Vanessa Fraction. Kwame, thank you so much for correcting us on how to pronounce you.
Vanessa Fraction.
Vanessa Fraction. And as much as energy to be put into the people that we don't like, I encourage us to put a little more energy into the people that we do and find out more about them. So in that vein, you can Google me and also follow me at Vanessa Fraction. Thanks.
Now, I do want to take a look at one more clip and allow you guys to respond. Let's take a look at this one.
What an ugly thing to do, you little dolphin head looking bitch. You look at this little wet baby seal looking mother. I know you're a comedian and I know you wanted to joke with me, you little ugly mother. But all I'm saying is, how are you going to disrespect me like that now and say, what's this nigga name? When you already did a video that we could look up on the internet and you said that I had 15 more seconds of fame, 15 minutes of fame.
Appreciate
the
super
exactly
chat.
Who I am, you little wet baby seal looking motherfucker. There's no need to be rude just because I gave my opinion. Starting to notice a trend with you little weak ass weasels. So a man state their opinion, and then you little scary punk mushmelly son bitches just get disrespected. So we can both get disrespected.
Damn sure can.
I stated my opinion on something that was on the internet. You don't have to like it.
I'll open the floor right on the.
Woo, okay.
Yeah, woo! I one of them dog niggas.
I can see, he's funny. He said he had an opinion. Why am I talking about him negatively about his opinion? Something he put on social media. Well, brother, I put mine on social media. It's my opinion of you, and you cussed me out too. So we both in the same boat. You ain't no better than I am. So you ask me to calm down, but you ain't gonna calm down. I get it. You want to know? It's how it is. But I'm a
weak ass weasel. I never asked you to calm down. I don't give a fuck what you say. You said what you said, stupid motherfucker, and I came back and responded to what you said. So don't sit here and say I asked you to calm down. How the fuck you go from the aggressor yelling at the screen, telling me to stop yelling, but then when I respond in kind, now I need to respect you and calm down? No, motherfucker. When you address somebody, you show and give that respect that you want in return. Weak ass weasel. Hell, you think you is?
take the high road, brother. Kwame, right? It's Kwame. Kwame. Make sure I say it right, brother. I got love for you, homie. I really do.
I don't want your love, then, nigga.
You're entertaining, to say the least.
Like Lil Wayne say, nigga, you don't know how to love. Then, if this is love, you little condescending motherfucker. Even that look, that ain't the look of love. That's the look of weasel. Look at you, you motherfucking Elmer Fudd looking motherfucker. Where your little shotgun at, bitch? Where your musket? Ain't nowhere in the hell I hang out with a little weak ass weasel like you, boy. Ain't nowhere in the fuck. Hell no, I ain't coming to your show. They boot your ass off for the day I come talk. You on the show, I don't want to be rolling around no motherfucker look like you. Look at you, boy. All you do is talk down to a man and you think I'm going to come there and listen to that shit? I'll fuck around and catch a case. Boy, I can't listen to no man talk like you. I don't talk to men like that. I'm very respectful. I play and joke and I do this shit on the internet, but I'm very respectful in public at first to everyone. But I can be equally as disrespectful as anybody. Probably worse. So you need to learn that, sir. Stop aggressing people and then bitching up and playing victim. Because I didn't say shit to you. Weak ass boy.
You're definitely entertaining.
And Vanessa, I want to come to you as well. After seeing that, is there anything you'd like to add to that?
Oh no, I think I said earlier, or I'll say again, that I agree with the fact that we can voice our opinions without getting disrespectful. We don't have to call each other stupid and
get them.
niggas, excessively and all
this
stuff, because it does seem aggressive. And in the same, he doesn't have to respond in the like. I particularly do enjoy a bit of roasting. It tickled me pink this morning, as I heard him call you a wet baby seal. And other things, it really tickled me.
Oh, let's hear it again. Hey, ooh, I like her to be it tickled me pink. She told you she wasn't with you in a polite, educated way. I gotta learn how to do that without cursing. Let a motherfucker know they don't fuck with them in a nice way. It tickled me pink when he called you a wet baby seal. Oh, I know you mad now, boy. You supposed to be the damn comedian. And I done said a joke to where your co-host, which is a beautiful woman, is sitting there saying, yeah, I like when he calls you a wet baby seal. Yeah. Woo, that made my day. Thank you.
He doesn't have to respond in the like. I particularly do enjoy a bit of roasting. It tickled me pink this morning as I heard him call you a wet baby seal.
Look at it.
Other things, it really tickled me.
Of course it did.
Of course it did. Oh, man, I see that face. Oh, boy, I know it did.
Other things, it really tickled me. And,
Of course it did.
Ooh, you gonna get yours, B. You gonna get, that's the look of, you gonna get yours, B. Boy, damn, boy. You all right? You spent all that money. You got a nice jacket, nice hat on. Damn. You the only one in the studio, too. You with the other young lady. It's okay. She probably don't like you either. Yeah, this dog going crazy, yo. Oh, any damn thing.
Of course it did.
I enjoy roasting, and I enjoy the thing, a good roast. I really do. But in this, I do.
Yeah, his feelings hurt.
State our opinions without name calling, and that was the bigger point that I thought was important.
And with that, so I'll ask you this, Pierre. Would you be open to Kwame Brown coming on the show to have a sit-down conversation, some type of, I don't want to say reconciliation, but I don't think it's anything big like that, but just having the opportunity to sit down. Would you take that opportunity?
Without a doubt. I told you I like the brother. I have no problem saying
Appreciate it.
Just to hear him, give his opinion of just the whole thing. If he wants to, he already gave an opinion, but I have no problem with sitting down and talking to him. Not at all, man. I like the guy, like I said, but he's gonna get this street knowledge from me. This is how I do. I grew up in the streets.
Look at her, she laughing like, what?
This version from the house.
Hey, I gotta go back. Hey, look, he gonna throw an insult after this, right? He talking about he gonna take the high road, but then he gonna throw an insult. But then he say he with the street side. Watch how this lady. Watch how Miss Vanessa Fraction. I'm sorry, Miss Vanessa. Vanessa. I'm sorry, Miss Fraction.
Kicking it with him, man. And,
watch this.
Just to hear him, give his opinion of just the whole thing. If he wants to, he already gave an opinion, but I have no problem with sitting down and talking.
You don't know how to talk, boy.
I like the guy, like I said, but he's gonna get this street knowledge from me. This is how I do. I grew up in the streets.
Murder, we don't believe you. Your co-host don't believe you. Lord. Soon as you said that shit, look how she look like streets. Ouchie. Why every black male feel like they gotta be tied to the streets? Why do every black male feel that way? Majority of them. I don't understand it. That is the weirdest thing in the world to me. Everybody seems to claim that they street or from the street. I'm not from the streets. My brother's in the street. Some of the crazy shit they've done or did, ain't nowhere in the hell you catch my black hair doing that. I am not street. I don't understand the streets. The shit's crazy to me. It seemed like a bunch of ego to me. I can't get my mind wrapped around. Why would I do that when I'm going to be facing that all over because he said that? I can't do all that shit. So I'm not no street guy, but I've been on the sidewalk. My brothers did a great job of kicking my ass and making sure I stay on the sidewalk and out of the streets because it's cars in them traffics and it's dangerous in the streets. So they kept me out of the streets. They went through it, so I didn't have to do it. And I appreciate each and every last one of them. But I done slipped off the sidewalk a time or two and into the streets. And dudes that said they were street, boy, I two-stepped them across the street, the sidewalk, and everywhere else. So I don't measure a man based on what his title is or what he think he is. I just give you your respect. Hopefully you give me my respect. And that way everything can stay in check. It's as simple as that. I live a simple, easy, peaceful life. I don't have no male ego. I'm usually trying to be somewhere where all the beautiful ladies at. You know, I am a flirt. I know a lot of people think, oh, he just with all the women. No, I just like, women are intriguing to me. I like beautiful, smart women. Some of you talk a little too much, but I like beautiful, smart women, and I always seem to position myself, where they're gonna be at. Sometimes that is a good thing. Sometimes it's not. In a relationship, it never is. But some people like to walk dogs, and some people like to talk. And I'm one of those guys that like to talk and flirt, by the way.